I'm in the education track, and basically I've learned how to communicate better with other people. Basically, so we'll talk about how to deliver the message to other people. So I don't know, like how to communicate on different levels, so with different age groups. So we've done tasks with year 4s, with year 13s, year 9s. How to like give information out so people can understand it, and to make things fun in an informal way. It's really interesting.
I think it's really important to be able to learn the skills and the things you need to be able to put the important messages across. There's so many issues going on in the world, not just with Israel, but everything. So much trouble, so much pain, so much hardship. Being able to articulate yourself and voice your concern, informing people, making people aware of the issues that they never even knew existed, it's just a priceless thing. And anyone, everyone needs to learn.
Okay, Israel is such a small country that you know there's a minority of people in the world that support it, and so much happens every single day. And that although you think that you can rely on the news for so many things, Israel is one of those things you can't rely on it for. And I think that education especially has taught me the fact how important it is that you research it, and that if you hear something on the news, you go and you double check it and make sure that what they said is right, and what they said is all the details, and they haven't skipped anything out to make it more sensational for the news, because it happens a lot, and it's a shame because it means that not everyone understands exactly what Israel's about and what Israel is. And I think that's why it's really, really important that the more of us learn about it and more of us can let everyone else know.
The importance of Israel advocacy and Hasbara that's been portrayed so brilliantly through this programme is so important to the learning of sixth formers, and not just sixth formers, but students lower down in the age groups such as year 4s. It's wonderful because they're learning about Israel, our land, our dream, and how important it is to the Jews, and issues that affect the Jews in Israelis on a daily basis, and not just in Israel but also in England, such as progress with the politics one with the apartheid wall, the idea of the apartheid wall. And that's wonderful because students get to learn through hands-on activities, and that's the best bit of education.
People in Israel know everything about the politics there, they don't need anything to talk about, but people in the other countries just don't know that, and we need to inform them clearly and be able to give them all the information so they can make their own mind.
Why do I think public speaking is very important? Because I think it leaves a message with someone. I think as soon as you hear a good public speaker, you immediately get the message. And especially with something so delicate as Israel, it's something that we need such strong public speakers for. We need the people to be able to send the message clearly through and imprint the message. And unfortunately there are misconceptions, big misconceptions about Israel that need to be put right so we can work together towards peace and, who knows, possibly come about by these 40 fantastic ambassadors who I'm currently travelling home with.
To Israel before, but I still feel a very close connection to that country. I think because I've always been in a Jewish environment and there's always so much emphasis on Israel, and there are so little people in the world that do defend Israel, and I think that programs like the are seriously the most important things that you can do, because it's taught me how much Israel means to me personally, and it's taught me the ways in which I can show other people the truth, the facts, how I feel about it. And I think it's important that despite being a minority, we are a strong minority, and we learn the ways that we can defend Israel, because not many people in the world.
And I think every single person, although this obviously is not going to happen, every single person should apply for the Ambassador Programme, because it is absolutely imperative that Israel gets the most amount of support that it can from students to Jewish schools. Okay, we hear about things in the press, on the news, and things happening on campus, and we just need to learn how to do it. And I think the Ambassador Programme does that for us very well. My older sister, she's at university at the moment, didn't have the privilege of being part of the Ambassador Programme, and she's had to learn everything that we've learned from scratch whilst coming under fire, so to speak, from anti-Israel protesters. So I think that we've got the opportunity to take part in the Ambassador Programme, so we can be that extra bit prepared to go onto campus and stand up for Israel.
3,000 years with no place to be, and them want me to give her my milk and honey. Don't you see? It's not about the land or the sea, not the country, but the dwelling of His